we are going to talk about how to improve the education in Mexico. And Mexico is a country with social inequality since many years ago. This problem has evolved over time. While in the big cities, it is possible to have a quality education around this. In the small communities, the children and young people have to leave the school because they need to work to survive. For this, I think that the government should use this in favor. It means, in the cities where it is possible, implement technological tools to improve the education. At the same time, the government must make sure that all the people have access to education. If they give priority to education, thi- this will be the solution to major problems like corruption. One way to realize this might be increasing the budget to help families in need and create opportunities providing help to students to hold their studies like scholarships or social programs.
Mexico increased the coverage for early childhood education service and improved the quality of basic education in community and compensatory schools. Community schools are managed entirely by CONAFE in rural and marginalized areas that lack regular schools. Compensatory schools are regular schools run by the SEP located in the marginalized rural or in the indigenous communities that receive compensatory programs from CONAFE. Community and compensatory schools receive dedication supports and the results in standardized national tests.
Also, the curriculum has been improved. Information is becoming more available and should be a stimulus to greater public discussion of the challenges of improving the education system. The teachers' union is gradually becoming more concerned about more professional aspects of teaching, and some teachers are actively adopting new forms of pedagogy. Several governors, notably those for those from smaller and more developed states, such as Aguascalientes, Guanajuato, and Tabasco, have committed their administrations to improving public education. They have phased down the SNTE, provided more resources for education, and begun innovating new programs. And in some states, interesting new programs in civic education are being introduced with the hope that future generations will have a greater appreciation of the role of citizens' participation in democratic government.
Poverty and wealth inequality are huge changes in Mexico. About 18% of the country lives in extreme poverty. And among the poor countries, school dropout rates, absences, and grade repetition are serious problems. Among OECD countries, Mexico has one of the lowest rates of school enrollment among 15 to 19 years old, possibly because poverty drives to them to find jobs rather than complete their education. Poverty doesn't only affect whether children likely to attend school or not. It also affects the quality of education they receive when they do attend school. According to the PISA leaders in disadvantage, rural schools and public schools are more consider about the material resources available than their peers and advantage. Urban and private schools, as they as there is a strong relationship between the shortage and education materials and student performance.